Hello everybody, my name is Matthew Kennedy and welcome to the Sage HR demonstration, specifically the scheduling and timesheets modules. In the timesheets modules, you can record the amount of time an employee has spent on the job for a defined period of time. You can use it to adjust hours worked and to submit a timesheet for a period of time either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly for approval to a manager, which then can be exported and sent to payroll. Everyone has access to their schedule from the web as well as their mobile apps. The first thing we need to do is set up the timesheets module by clicking your name, then settings, and on the secondary taskbar, timesheets, and then general. Here you can assign your timesheet administrators, who will be the people who can approve or decline the timesheets. You can select the time off policies that would automatically adjust the working hours of the timesheets and various other timesheet permissions like pre-filling contracted hours, timesheet editing, and alerts. Once finished, you would then click on the Overtime tab, which is right underneath the General tab. This is where you would configure how overtime is calculated for your employees. You can set different overtime categories and how you would track them. The next tab is Time Clocking. Here you can enable the time clocking feature if you need it, and set up your time clock rounding minutes and grace periods. You can also set up and turn on and off alerts if you want to send reminders to your managers and employees that they need to clock in or remind them to clock out. Next is timesheet groups. Here, you can control which employees will need access to the timesheets functionality. As you can see here, I have created a group named Housekeepers. I have 9 employees who have access to this timesheet functionality. Next is working patterns. This is where you would begin to create your scheduled shifts for the week, which may have a different working pattern. Let's take a look at the first one. Full-time pattern 1. I have 3 employees assigned to this timesheet group. Now, once we've done setting up our timesheet schedule or module, we can then click on Timesheets on the main navigation bar here on the left. Here I can see everybody that has been assigned this functionality. It's been pre-filled based on who I assigned to what group. Carrie White has a different working pattern than Henry Bowers. Now, let's log in as Carrie White and see what she would see on her instance when she logs in to Sage HR. So let me just log in as her, view as this employee. Now, let's click on her dashboard. As you can see, the time clock functionality has been activated for her. Not every employee has this, only the ones that I have activated and given permission to this functionality have. And if I click on timesheets, Carrie can quickly see either via the web or the mobile app when she has to work this week. You can see here that she has worked an extra hour on Monday on the 15th, and it notifies you that this is outside of the working hours. So when she submits this to her manager for approval, he or she will have the same look and she can see that, oh, something's outside of the normal working patterns here. She worked an extra hour. That manager can either approve or decline that if they want. Now, let's go sign back in on myself and we can talk a little bit about the scheduling module. The shift scheduling module in Sage HR allows you to use interactive and digital shift planning. You can simply create and edit shifts, then notify your employees with a click of a button. Everyone has access to their schedule from the web as well as their mobile app. Employees can advise of their availability and add their preferred time for when they can or cannot work. You can split your company into different schedule groups and areas with dedicated shift managers for each location. So the first thing, once again, is we need to set up this scheduling module. Click your name, then settings, and on the secondary taskbar here, you can click on schedule, and once again, we start in general. Here, you can assign a scheduling administrator who will be able to schedule shifts for individual employees. Underneath, you have various options. You can have employees advise their availability, you can control the visibility of the scheduling groups, etc. Now, moving on to schedule groups, you can see I've created a couple here. I have 8 employees in the housekeeping schedule groups. I've set up the limits here and who is eligible. So require break time between shifts to be at least 12 hours. Limit the shifts to no more than 8 hours long, and set the maximum work hours to 160 hours for the month. You click on areas, create the areas of your business. I'm a hotel, so I've got the first floor and the ground floor. Once you've created your areas, you would click on Shift Templates. As you can see here, I've created a few. So I've got room cleaning first floor, 6 a.m. to 2. I've got room cleaning ground floor, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., as well as laundry and company. Once you've done creating these shift templates, your module has been completed and you can now click on the main navigation, the schedule. Here is where you would create a schedule. So let's say Joe Noonan. I can pick what shifts I want. I can do this for everybody in here. Once I'm happy with this, I can either publish it. I can actually copy the schedule if I need to by clicking on more. And I can copy the same schedule for next week if I think it's working. And if I'm happy, I can actually have this same schedule for the next month, 2 or 3 months if I need to. Now, once you're happy, you can hit publish and a notification will be sent out to the team that the schedule has been posted. Once again, they can view their schedule via the web or the Sage HR mobile app. I hope you found this session insightful. If you have any questions, please reach out to me via email at mathieu.kennedy@sage.com. Thank you very much for your time today.